That's a good start. Audio's off. I've still got to get used to this stream. Apologies for that. I'll start again. I'm Animated Alex. Welcome back to the channel, where I try my best to program on the Spectrum from Retro Games Limited. And as you can see, I'm a bit of a novice when it comes to streaming. I'm still learning the ropes. The Specky speaker, that's on. The Spectrum speaker is on, apparently. So it's telling me here. So we'll do a quick sound test. Clicking away there. Yeah, you can hear me now. Brilliant. Your lips move, but we can't hear what you're saying. Hopefully you can now. Apologies. You know what I'm like on this thing. You should know me by now. Good evening. Anyway, what I was trying to say before the words didn't come out of the gob was last week's stream, last Sunday, very overwhelmed with the amount of people that tuned in and watched that one on the Attic Attack game. So thank you again for that. It was absolutely brilliant. But for a change, I just wanted to break from the norm. I didn't want to do the platform game. I didn't want to do Attic Attack. I mean, the Attic Attack game's nearly finished. Well, it is finished. I've just got to tidy it up and put it on itch and let you guys loose on it. But what I wanted to do tonight was just spontaneously jump on the Spectrum and just program whatever comes into my head. So I've been thinking today, what could I do? And obviously the name of the channel is Animated Alex. So I want to do some animation. So I thought I'm going to make a game, obviously, because that's what I like doing. So I'm going to start with some variables, and I'm going to start that at line 200. And I'm just going to see where it goes. It's either going to go terribly wrong or it's going to go terribly right. So we shall just see. Anyway, I've got the chat at least I've got the chat working, and I've put you in a little shaded box there as well, because when we're on a white screen, I will change it to black and green when we get going. And we'll just go see where the stream goes. So I'm going to first of all set my coordinates up for the character. Yeah, let OY equal Y, and you guys can help me along if you wish. So I like to chuck the variables away from the game, because you know, I'm hoping to only come here the once. Let M for monster, I don't know, M equals 0. Let's have 3 lives, and we'll have a score, shall we? So we'll let SE equal 0. Yeah, now because I'm doing animation, I'm going to use string. So I'm thinking of a horizontal animation. I'm thinking of a bird flying. So I'm going to make some sort of game where you are in control of a bird and it's flapping its wings. Yeah, so let's put let A strings. This equal, I'm struggling here because of the keys being so badly worn. So I will eventually add user defined graphics in. Excuse me while I try and find the keys, because like I say, they are badly worn. So I'm just going to do this. Let's have a big one there. I'm going to do this as my bird pattern, okay? And then obviously when he's on his way down from flapping his wings, where's that gone again? Keyboard's so bloody worn. That's the only thing with this retro Spectrum, and I think it used to happen to the originals. If you were constantly on it like I am, whoops, bear with me, there it is. There. So that's going to be my bird flapping, yeah? Going up and down. You're doing Flappy Bird. Flappy Bird. What's nothing I've ever heard? Oh, a Flappy Bird. Yes, I've heard of that game. But I'm not doing Flappy Bird. Because I don't think I've ever played it. So I'm going to put let A equal 1. Let B equal 3. Whoops, not border. Let B equal 1, yeah? That's going to be my like a counter. So one is going to do one part of the animation, and number two is going to do the other part. So A and B will control that. And I'm going to put let F equal 0. Ah, dearie me. Let F, not list, let F equal 0. Come on, get it together. Right, okay. Yeah, oh, what have I done wrong there? What's happened? Oh, we're going to have troubles here tonight, aren't we? Equals 0. And what's going on there? I can't see because my profile little picture at the bottom's in the way. What have I done here? Let A strings. I forgot to put the string in. There we go. Okay, and it's doing that bloody thing again. And I've gone and put it at line 20. Like I say, you will get to see all the mistakes. Why does it keep doing that? Every bloody stream I've done so far, it keeps going black like that. Oh, sod it. I'll tell you what we'll do. I'm going to put 5 paper black, ink 4, border black. Maybe you guys can see it better then as well. And I won't have to worry about that going black. I can't be asked with messing around with this tonight. I've had a lot of problems with it doing this lately. It's doing my head in. Oh, for goodness sake. Now it's farting at me. There we go. Right. 20. We can get rid of that because we've now put it at line 220. Right. I think we're all right now. Okay. Can you hear that weather out there? It's absolutely peeing it down. Right, okay. Right. So, there's me variables. So I'm going to have to set my in keys up, aren't I? I'm going to have to get some in keys set up so that we can actually move what we're going to make. And I'm going to start that at line 30. Actually, before I do that, I need to put in a... If I put 10, go sub 200, so it picks up the variables, obviously. I'll just put 250 return. It's still doing that. Son of a bitch. Excuse me if I do swear tonight. This is already starting to get on my nerves. Right, okay. Right, yes. So anyway, edit line 20, keep pressing return cursor for a while, then start pressing delete. I think I've sorted it now, Frank. It's a bloody nightmare. Doesn't do it when I'm not doing a stream. It's only when I'm doing a live stream it starts playing up for me. Anyway, yeah, me in keys. So let's do let's 30. I'm trying to space everything out here so that giving myself plenty of room, because obviously I'm going to have some more go subs probably going in at some point. So let's let K strings equal in keys. And I'm going to put on the end of that, for my animation, let F equal F plus 1. Okay, and then I'm going to go 40, and I'm going to do my coding like this for the keys, and that's going to be O. I'm a QAOP man myself. I know some people don't like that. Used to have that problem quite a lot, Alex. It took quite some figuring out. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's just annoying. I don't know why it's doing it all the time. It's when I go to extended key mode, I must be putting the invert on by accident all the time. And it's just trying to get the bloody thing to delete. And when it does that horrible brrr noise, what's all that about? Anyway, where was I? So, if in keys equal O, and let's set some parameters. If X is more than 0, so I'm leaning forward all the time so I can see where the bloody keys are. Might help if I put the light on. Let me just put the light on. Can't bloody see. That's better. That's better. I can see the keyboard now. That's better. Fancy trying to work in the dark. Anyway, where was I? Right, okay. So yeah, we're going to do the P now, aren't we? We're going to go right. So let's K strings equal P, and X is less than 21. I'm trying to read the comments at the same time. That looks cool. Yeah, that's all right. I didn't put the I've got to put the Y's in as well, haven't I? So let Y equal Y. So this is it going as if we're going up the screen. So K string equals Q, and not then, and I really don't want to buy a new Spectrum because I've got the Spectrum Next coming, but I really am struggling now with this keyboard. It's like I say, the keys are badly worn on this now, and I did some investigation, contacted the retro team. They don't do parts for this, so unfortunately I've got to either buy a brand new one or try and adapt the old 1980 Spectrum. Oh, why don't you drop let K string and instead of that put in movement if in keys equals? Oh, why don't you drop let K string equal key string and instead of that put in movement if? I don't know. I've always liked doing it this way. I've just got into the habit of doing it like this now. It works well, you know. I've never had any problems with it. So yeah, that's the that's I got two laptops. So I'm reading the chat as well on this one. I got chat on this one, chat on that one. I got chat everywhere, so I don't mess up and don't lose you guys. So anyway, the character 50, line 50. So we need to put something up on the screen now. Print at OY OX. So I like to do the old position first, and we're in black. So I'm going to put black for the space, and so the bird has got 3 characters: one wing, middle, and the wing. So that's 3 spaces. And so my O position, if it's more or less than X, or OY is more or less than Y, and I shall put that in ink 7 for now. Obviously, if it's a bird, I'm thinking maybe later on I might change all the colours, but I just want to see what it looks like first. And then it will be A string, and I'm going to put A, yeah, to B. I want to see how good I can get the animation looking. I want to try and get it as smooth as I possibly can. So I'm kind of using like a string slice routine for this. I've never tried this before. I'm sure it will work fine. He says. I can't see why it wouldn't. So yeah, so there we go, 50. So obviously I've got the F counter there. I need to let it know now. I need to let it know now when to change from A to B. So I'm going to put 55 if F equals 2, then let A, so A be 1, 2, 3. Trying to think now. Where's me? I'm just counting the. Oh, is it all gone blurry? Is the screen gone blurry? What's happened there? Is it me or is the screen gone blurry? Why has that happened? There. I don't know why it done that. Okay. I don't know why the screen went blurry. Anyway, never mind that. So yeah, let A equal 4. Let A equal 4. I'm going to put 4. Yeah, that's right, because this is him going down. So if F equals, so this is if it's falling to the screen. So I need to put in a command there at the moment when I'm not using the A key, because I haven't put the A key there, because I want it to automatically fall like a bird would. So I need to put that in as well. So let B equals 6. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 6. So that's let B equals 6, not border. Don't want a bloody yellow border, do we? Yeah, that's good. I'm happy with that. And we'll do 60 if F. So this is what my counter. Yeah, I don't know why it went out of focus. I don't know. I've been playing with the settings tonight, and I've got a new toy, haven't I? Got this new software. I'm trying it out, and it's got to have a play. I can't. I'm one of these people. I can't leave stuff alone. I've got to just keep playing with it, try and get it even better than it is, and then I end up messing it up. So let A equal 1. So if you look at our A string there on line, where is it? Line 220, A equals 1. That's referring to the first character in our A string, which is the wing going up. So let A equal 1, and then I want to put let B. Yeah, let B equal 3. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, happy with that. So now what? I need to do that bit for if it's falling, don't I? So if I put 30, where are we? If I put 35, if K strings equals nothing, then be let y equal y plus 1. So it just falls to the bottom of the screen. Okay? I need to put in a I think it's done it again. Yeah, see where these question marks comes up? That's when it's going, when it's doing that invert stuff. I don't know why it's doing that though. Hang on a second. I've lost the other computer. The chat's gone. Let me get you back up. It's gone to sleep on me. Yeah, it's gone to sleep. Right, yes, so I need to put a parameter in there so that it doesn't crash on the bottom of the screen. If I put and if I go to line 21, then get rid of that one, get rid of that. So if K string equals y And I want the wings to go up, so it'll be let A equal 4, let B equal 6. All right. Okay. So, boom, up it goes, and it's done it again. Not having much luck with this invert thing tonight. What was it? 4, 5, 6, wasn't it? That's it. There, it's gone. Okay, so I need to finish off the loop. I want to see if this works now. So if we go, if I just go 100, go to 30. I can't. This would be good if it works first time. Fingers crossed that this works. Oh, variable not found. Line 50. Oh, it was too good to be true. List 50. What's going on here then? OY, LX. Let A string A to B. OY, let OX. What have I done wrong there then? Variables. We've got Y. We've got OX. OY. OX, X, OX, we've got OX, it's more or less than X. If OY, let A string. Did I put a go sub in? I did. Did I put the go sub in? Yeah, I'm sure I did. Or did I put a... So... What's happened there then? Variable not found, line 53. So 1, 2, 3. OX, if OX is more or less than X, or OY is more or less than Y, Inc 7, YX, A string, A to B, let OY equal Y. Ah! I got an O there. How did that sneak in there? There we go. Oh, there we go, look. Oh, that ain't come out too bad, has it? Hey, that's pretty cool. I like that. So we've got flapping his wings, look. That's come out quite smooth, actually. I might put some graphics in. Yeah, I seen it. Yeah, I put an O. Yeah, I I noticed it just as I was looking at it. I put an O. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So if I push A, look, to stop it falling, he just flaps his wings. I think it gets quick. You get quicker with experience, I suppose. You got to remember, I am programming. I don't think a day goes by where I'm not on this thing. So I think I'll just spend the rest of the evening now just flying my bird around, if you don't mind. That's it for tonight's stream. Thank you very much for watching. I'm only joking. I'm only joking. Don't go. Don't go. Right. Okay. I want to put some graphics in. I need to make that bird look like a bird now. So I am going to go to my little graphic maker. And I'm going to make the body first. Now I'm going to do 2 bodies. So let's... Why ain't it working? What have I done here? Why aren't you working? It's not letting me bring it up. Why aren't you working? Properties. Okay, we have a problem, Houston. It's not letting me... Is it because that's got to be down there? Ah, there we go. Right, okay, it's working. And let's turn that music down slightly. This music's by Pete, by the way. I don't know whether he's on tonight, but I like to put a little bit of music on while I'm doing this because sometimes I might go quiet while I'm in deep thought. So I'm going to make a little bird. I'm going to do the body first. And give him his beak. Something like that, perhaps, for his eyes. Can you see that? I'm making like a bird shape. I'm going to do a... It's going to be a forward-facing bird. We need some feet, don't we? So let's move that beak up slightly like that. Yeah, something like that. That looks cool. There's his little claws. A bit like the Angry Birds. Might take his eyes up a bit higher, actually. That might look better. Yeah, I like that. And this is going to be the downward motion. I'm going to have two bodies, so I'm going to add another. Right, that I'm going to stick with that. That's going to be for my. I'm going to use that for the downward bird. So let me go back to the basic code. So I've now got to put that information. I've got to put that information now into it. So let's go line 1000. Let me move that box out of the way so that I can see what I'm writing. So I'm going to put 4G. Is it coming up? There's not much of a delay tonight on it, is there? So that's good. Now if I'm going to have... How many am I going to have? I'm going to have... It's going to be... Just trying to think how many user-defined graphics. It's going to be about 7, I reckon. 7 user-defined graphics. So... If I do it to... I'll tell you what, I'll put 47. Read. Where's read? There it is on A. So read, I'm going to put dat. So we've got for 0, because you always count from 0 when doing the for next loop for your graphics, instead of 1. I've made that mistake before, put the 1 in and then wondered why the graphics all look weird. And then I'm going to put dat poke user. Poke user A. So it starts from the letter A and plus G. So it's now in the for next loop. Look, so it's going to go A, count through to 47, which is the 8 data statements which I'm going to have below this, and each statement obviously not 8, 7. Sorry, 7 data statements, and then with 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In fact, I'm trying to work out if I've given it enough data statements. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I might have got that sum wrong. We'll soon find out. So yeah, poke user. And then we've got to close the loop back off with our next G, and I'm going to put a return there. Oh, we don't want to put it at line 100. It's going to end up deleting what might going to be right in the wrong place. Line 1000. Okay. So 1010. Now I'm going to copy out those numbers for the body. 126, 153, 165. 231, 255, 195, 102, 66. So that's the first graphic that we've made. Now let's go back to our graphics again, and I'll make the wings. So as you can see, it's 2 up. So if I make the I've lost it again. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? There it is. So let's clear that. It starts from there. So let's do the flappy wings. So this is the wings going up. So I reckon going to be something like that. You can always tidy it up a bit if I'm not happy with it. Put a bit of meat on it so you can see it rather than just a line. So if I push, not that one. So that's the image of our winglet. If you imagine that on the when it's moving, the animation, that is what I'm going to try and do. So I might make that a little bit more skinnier there. Take that bit there off. I don't know. I think it needs that in there, doesn't it? Just to try and round that corner off a bit. I'm going to go for that. I like that. So that'd be the flappy wing on one side. Maybe add just enough. That's better. That's better. Yeah. Maybe. Let's just put it in instead of playing with it. Right, which keyboard am I on? Right, okay. So let's go back to the basic code. Is my chat not working? Chat's working. 1000 for G equal user A to user last graphic +7. Okay, +7. Right. Let me go back to the basic code. Right, okay, so what was I on? I was on line... I'm just reading the comments at the same time there. I'm just waiting for somebody to comment so I can make sure the chat's working, because we went blurry earlier. And are you still printing up on the screen okay? If you could, someone could let me know by just putting a comment up. 1020 data 128 97 51 31 15 3 0 0. Let's move me box. Box is in the way there. Okay, so 128 97 51. That's one wing done. Let's do the other one. 1030. Forgot the return. The return's in there. Doesn't look like the chat box is working now. For some reason the chat's not coming up in the corner. Don't know why. I notice when I flip from screen to screen, stuff stops working. I don't know why. But I can still read it because I've got another menu with the chat coming up. But for some reason, when you guys are talking now, I'm losing, the chat isn't coming up. Which is a bit of a bastard. Excuse the language. Right, anyway. The show must go on. Damn, the chat box. How am I supposed to know who I am? I don't know. I mean, I don't know why it stopped working. I don't know why it stopped working. I haven't done anything different, so it should work. I don't know why all of a sudden it's decided to stop working. Anyway, I'm lost now. Where was I? Vertical. So let's go back. go back to that. Oh, what's happened here now? It looks like the chat box that I work from looks like it's broken down. That's this page is not available. That is the app that I'm using to get the chat working. So it looks like there's a problem with it. That's why the chat has disappeared. Thanks, Streamlabs. So let me just quickly sort. I don't know why it's done that. Copy, copy. I can quickly fix that. Chat box, properties. Delete that. Paste. Okay. Try it now. It might work now. It should work. If I go back to that, is it still there? Right. I copy that. Put that back. Sorry, I'm just... we're back. We're back. We're back. Right. So, yeah, that's why the chat stopped working. Anyway, we're back. So let's get on with the graphics. So that I've already done that. Have I already done that one? Which one am I on? So which one are we on? Doesn't seem to be working on that, the chat. I don't know. 128. One two eight 97. Right, so it's working in there, but it's not working in the other one. And I've lost. Oh, what the hell's going on now? Bear with me. Right, we're back. So that's the one I want now. If the chat's disappeared, I'll sort it out. I don't know why it's doing that. It doesn't seem to like it when I swap rooms for some reason. It's being a little bit of a pain in the backside. Let me get the graphics sorted out and I can turn it back on after. I don't know what's going on with it. I'm sick of it. One minute it begins to work, then it doesn't work. I think there's a problem with the app. That's why it came up with that message. But I still got you at the bottom of the screen. So at least we've got some there. So let's go back to the 8-bit creator. And you're back there again. I don't know what it's doing. Where's it on there then? 8-bit. 8-bits there. Chat box is at the top on that one. So let's put the chat box on the top on that one. See if that. There we go. Now you're back. Now you're back in play. Okay. Right, just want to sort that out. And for some reason you're on massive chat there, but doesn't matter. Okay, right. So we've done the wings. Yeah, the wings are done. And I need to go back to the body. So if I punch in the number for the body, which was in there, which was our first one, go back to the basic code and I type in the numbers, which was our body for the first body, which was 1. Now I'm pushing the wrong keyboard. 126. 153 165. This is why I like doing it live. You don't get polished videos anymore from me because I just enjoy the live streams too much because it's real time, isn't it? You don't see it all being trimmed down and to make it look like I'm a perfect programmer. So okay, right, what's happened there? Why didn't it do it? So let's go back to the 8-bit array. Right, that's the one I'm after. Right, okay. Can you see that now on the screen? Hopefully. So let's put his feet back like that. I'm going to bring his beak down like that. Perfect. That's all I want to do. Yeah, I'm going to keep the rest as it is because otherwise the wings won't look right. I'm going to punch that information in now. It looks like the chat's gone again, but so be it. Let's get the graphics finished. It seems to be when I nip over to the graphics, it seems to disappear. Oh, and you're back there again. I don't know what's going on with it. Poxy pop-up typing comment for chat as it is. I was compelled to update the YouTube app earlier today. Right, okay. Data. So we're on line 140 now. And I'm going to write in these new numbers, which I've just done for the other body. Hopefully this will look a lot better than just using the character set. Well, obviously it's going to, if my graphics are right. Okay, so let's shut that down. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Have I just deleted over one? 1, 2, 3, 4. Have I just deleted over one? Should have 6 there. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's got the body, we've got the wings. I'm 2 wings missing, aren't I? I'm 2 wings missing. We haven't finished the graphics. The wings aren't finished. So I'm 2 missing. 2 wings missing. So let's clear that. Still got to put the wing on the left and the right hand side. I've only done one side of the wing. So let me type in the wing, which was 0. Wrong keyboard. 0, 0, 3, 1, 5, 3, 1, 97, 1, 2, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That 103, we got something wrong with there as well. That bloody chat bloody messed me up here with all that crap going on in the background. Let me start this again. 1, 2, 8. Which one was the wings? I did the body first and I did the wings. It looks like I might have accidentally deleted over one of the wings. 1, 2, 8, 97, 51, 31, 15, 3, 0, 0. Isn't going as planned, is it? Right, so that's the one I've got. So now if I put the vertical drop down, interact that. I want that one next. So I think I've missed a number off on line 130. 15, 31, 51's missing. There we go. Now if I go 150, and I need to invert that now, put it on the other side basically. Thing. Oh, there's so many buttons to push. So many buttons to push. It's confusing the hell out of me. So yeah, this one here. obviously I need it on the other side as well. So it's got to be that way. I need that one as well. So now let's go back to the basic code. And I'll put that wing in. And then I've got to do the same for the other side. So the data for that is data 134 204 248 248. Bear with me. Bear with me. Don't go away. I don't blame you if you do. Right, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. 1060. Back to our basic creator again. And now I need to go flip it back and not rotate. It will be that one, and I need that side. Yeah, that's correct. I think. I hope. He hopes. I hope that's right. So that's data, not read, data 0, 0, 192, 240. The beauties of doing stuff live. 248, 204, 1341. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, okay, we're on a winner now. So we've got one. Right, I can stay on this one now. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay. So let's now go up to if I go 6, list, make sure we haven't got a 6. If I just go 6, go sub 1000, we should now have our graphics. A, yes. B, C, D, E, F. Yes, we've got them all. So now I need to put them into the A strings, yeah? So, okay. So now I pull down the A string. So list 220. I don't need 7. You'll see why. You'll see why. Because we put graphic. So I need to find the wing that was going up, which is that one. And then the body, which is that one. No, I don't want that one. I want A, I think it was C, D. That's it. That's the one I want for going up. And then graphic D, E. There we go. And then wing down. Whoops, wrong one. No. Where is it? There we go. C. And then A. That's it, where his claws are in. Graphic B, D, E. No. F. Yeah, we got there. Brilliant. They're all in. Now let's see what happens. Have we got a bird? Yes, we got a bird flying. Look at that. Isn't that cool? And that is quite smooth, actually, isn't it? I like that. What do you think? That's not a bad little animation, if I don't say so myself. So let's go up. That's the wrong way. His wings are the wrong way. His wings should be going up. So let's just change those wings around. Hang on. I think I've got the bird the wrong way round. Yeah, they need to be the other way. I've got it the wrong way round. So they need to be they need to be the other way round. So it looks like he's falling. Oh, where is it? B, there it is. And E, there we go. There we go. Now that's better. That's what we need. So it looks like he's falling down like that, look. It doesn't look right to me on a black screen. So I'm going to change the colour. List 5. Let's pull that down. I'm going to put it on cyan. And we'll have a black bird. And we'll have a cyan border. I need to make sure I did the change the colours on this as well. Let's put that at 5 and ink black. That's better. You can see it better now. That's come out quite well. I'm quite pleased with that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So that's not a bad little animation. And it's quite smooth as well. It's quite smooth, not very jerky. Moving quite fast, obviously, because we've got nothing else on the screen with us at the moment. So what about if I put something on the screen for it to collect or something like that? You know, maybe some stars or something for it to collect. Some little yellow seeds. Maybe, and then maybe what I know what I can do. If I put some yellow seeds up on the screen, like some dots, just to represent seeds. But you've got to make sure your body hits the seed. If your wings hit the seed, you lose a life. You've got to make sure you strike them with your body. I like that. That's come out really nice. Okay. Yeah, so just trying to think what we can do now. I just seem to have lost the other. Right, okay. Seem to keep losing the other computer, the live, because I've got the live stream on that one, so I can see the delay. It keeps. Thing is, they've got these. They go to sleep and got to push a button to bring it back to life. Excuse me, gulping there. Right, okay. Let's have some dots up on the screen. List 100. Where are we? Let's move that 100. Doesn't need to be there, does it? I don't know. Put that up to 90, I think. Give myself some room. 90, 100. I'm just going to put a wren there. Seeds. Let's put some seeds. And I'm going to go 105. And can't put F because I've already got an F. So I'm going to go put C. I'm going to use the letter C because I know that's something that upsets our friend Franco with me using different letters for my loops all the time. So I'm going to stick with C tonight, Frank, if that's all right, mate, because I've already got an F for me movement. F for flappy wing. Let's go step 2 because I don't want the dots to go on each line. I want to space them out a bit. And yes, 10. Let S equal, I don't know what we're gonna do. Let's go int random times 20, and I'll go +1. Yeah, 115. Print at CS paper 5 because we're now in paper 5, not black, not our list. We want paper. Will you stop that, please? Paper C. There, no. C. There we are. Paper 5. Is Franco gone? Why is he gone? Did I upset him? Frank's got to go. Sorry, Frank. Sorry you had to go, mate. I was just complimenting you on your for next loop with the C. Anyway, so print at C, stroke comma S, hyphen, paper 5, ink 6. Now, I haven't got a user-defined graphic for this. I'm going to use the over 1 command. As I said in my last stream, you can get quite a nice looking symbol, graphic if you like, if you do an over and print over it again. And this, I know from I've done this one before, it gives you like a little cross sort of shapey thing. So I'm going to put I'm basically going to put a hashtag over an asterisk star. We turn the over back off. I just think it'll look a lot better than just a dot, you know. You'll see when I put it up. And it saves me having to write another user-defined graphic as well, because we had all sorts of problems with the chat turning off. I don't think the chat's working now, is it? I don't know. Is it coming up on the screen? Don't know. No one's talking, so I can't tell. 115, and if I go 116, I'm just going to finish it off with a next C, and then I'm going to return it back. Okay. So if we go, yes, it's working. Yeah, it's working. There it is. I mean, I put that chat up on the room because it's in the chat on the main screen, sorry. So if anyone's watching this back, they can see what I'm referring to if I'm talking to one of you. So list, if I go 15, go sub 100. Run. So there's me seeds. You see what I mean? You get quite a nice little symbol, and we can collect them. So now I need to put in some collision detection. Are they randomly spacing? Yeah, yes, yeah. So if I put in some sort of collision detection now, just to pick those yellow ones up. But what I want to do is, the objective of the idea of the game is you've got to get the seeds of your body. If you hit a seed with one of your wings, then I don't know, your energy bar or whatever we do affects it. So where are we now? So as the chat's gone again, there, you're back up. You just, please, will you all just stay still? Right, okay. Everyone stop moving. The screen keeps going off. Right, okay. So, collision detection. Have I put 45? I'm going to use attributes, ATR. There's already live chat in. Look back on when we play the video back on YouTube already, Alex. Okay. Yeah, I can see it. I couldn't see it at my end. That's all. But I've just put up on the other screen, and I can see it on the other screen, but I can't see it on the screen I'm working on, but it's coming up. I don't know what's going on. I just like things to run smoothly, you know what I mean? And when it isn't, it just aggravates me. So this is the body, yeah? If the middle of our body equals a seed, so we've got got blue. We've got a cyan screen, so that's 5 times 8, which is 40. Plus our ink color. Our seed is yellow, so that will be 46. And I'll do like a little chirpy noise. So I'm going to get 4C again, equal 1, 2, 3, and we'll do a beep. 1, 2. Oh, I'll do 10 minus C. Next, C. Yeah. So now, when I hit one of them yellow things with my body, it should make a noise. So let's see if it will. Oh. Oh, I've done it for the wing. Sorry. Oh yeah, because the wing is YX. So it would be Y plus X plus 1. So that's the wing. So that's the bad sound. So I can use that one, or so this is if it hits the wing. Because I forgot my body. And that sound, I should have put, I was going to put a plus C, but I put a minus, which is ideal anyway, because I need it to do that. Because we're hitting it with our wing. So now it will be YX is the first wing. Then it will be YX plus 1 for the body. And then YX plus 2 for the right hand wing. So now the right hand wing should make that noise when I'm hitting it. There we go. So both wings are now active and are detecting the collision detection. So that's so two. So I now need to do the +1. The +1. So it will be if I put it at 45. I've already done 45, haven't I? If I just 43 again, I'm putting everything a little bit tight here, aren't I? Didn't really give myself enough room with me numbers. If I got YX plus 1, so this is the body now, yeah? If that equals 46, then 4C equal 1 to 3. And I'm going to go beep. I'm going to give it a bit more of a little bit more of a high pitch sort of beep. And I'm going to go beep again. I'm going 0, 1, 30 plus C. I love just messing around with beeps, see what happens. I put a score in there, didn't I? So if I put let SC equal SC plus 1, and then we'll put some sort of score chart up on the side. Obviously, I'm not sure where I'm gonna have to come back to this line because I don't know where that score chart's going to be yet because I haven't assigned it to a line number. So at the moment, I'm just going to do that. So let me just check that code. I put the next C in, didn't I? Yeah. So now when the body hits it, we should get like a little screechy sound. There we go. So yeah, you mustn't hit them with your wings. So if you hit them with your wings, game over. What I can do is work out. So how many is it printing? Continue. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bits of popcorn or whatever we want to call that seed. So what I'll do is if I put at line 65, if SC equals 6, no, not 6, it's 8, wasn't it? Then go sub 100. So it should print the seeds back up. And it won't print them back up because I haven't told the wings to do the same. So it's not going to print them up because, as you saw, I hit one with a wing, so they're not going to print back up. Now let's see if I can hit them with all the with my body, just to see if it works. As you can see, we've got the makings of a game coming together now. Please work. There we go. They've come back up. They're coming back up. Because I didn't tell it to switch off, did I? I've got to reset. You've got to reset the score. So let SC equal 0. So it stops doing that. So it'll come back, it'll reset the score to 0 again, and then you start again until it gets to 8. Yeah. Obviously, I've got to tell the wings to do that as well. So maybe I should have used. I'm going to change that to M. In fact, no, I'm not. I'm going to keep it as SC because. Yeah. Just trying to work out how to do this. So I might need to put in another variable perhaps. So if I go think. Let's put that in there as well. Let SC equal SC plus 1. So obviously we need to count these seeds down. I just want to see if they're reset now when I hit the wings with it. There we go. Yeah. So as you can see, I've got something happening now. We're collecting stuff. I've got 2 forms of, well, 3 forms if you count both wings of collision detection there. Can you change the seeds to brown, Red Alex? It's difficult to see seeds very clearly. Yes, I can do that for you. Not a problem. Let's do that for you now. So let's change the seeds to red, as you've just said. List 100. So I'm going to change the color of the seeds. So where did I put them? There they are. Before I do that, just I'll put it to 2 anyway, but just let me know if I go list 5. I know I've put it on a cyan background, but would it look better on a blue screen? All right, let me know. Obviously, I've got to put. I'm just thinking, would it be better with a blue screen? I think it looks a bit too dark, personally. I think I prefer the cyan. I think I'll see what you say in the chat. There you go. Yeah, you can see them better now. So what I'll do is I'll change the collision detection now. So that obviously, because we're not going to pick that up. So if we go down to, so it's 40. So 5 times 8 is 40 for our our scions. 5 times 8 is how we get that. So it's 42, because ink red is associated with the number 2. Yeah, scion good. You're all agreeing scion good. I've got an idea for the next level. I'm going to try and make the screen scroll. So when you go outside the screen, it goes onto a next screen, if you know what I mean. I'm kind of making it up as I go, and I've just come up with an idea. I've come up with a cunning plan. There you go. So the idea of the game is you have got to get the seed with your body. If you hit it with a wing, like so, then we will have a miss counter. And when that miss counter gets to, say, let's say to 10 or something like that, 10, you lose a life. So you've got to make sure you get the seeds like that. And what I want it to do is when I go off the end of the screen there, I want it to come out so it's, boom, comes out there. All right, and as you can see, I haven't gone all the way to the end of the screen on the right hand side, because what I am thinking of doing, why I did it like that, is I want to put some sort of score chart there on the right hand side. So I'm going to put that in first so that I've got something to work to. So if you look on the right hand side, all right, I'm not going all the way over, am I? Because I put the coordinates so it stopped there, because I was thinking ahead, see, because I'm clever. Well, I like to think I am, but I want to put something over there. All right. So where can I put that? I don't want to keep reprinting it, do I? So if let's go list 100. Now the seeds, where does it go sub? List. It goes subs to line 100. Now what? Line 100, let's go to line 100. That is where my seeds are, yeah? Okay. I'm going to change line 100. And when I do the reprint, I'm just going to do go sub to 105. Because I won't need to go to 100, because what I'm going to do in line 100 now is I'm going to draw a box to put our score chart in. So let's go plot. I'm going to take a guess, 150, 0, and I'm just going to put draw 0, 175 and see where that comes up on the screen. Yeah, I need to go over a bit more, look. So I reckon 190. 190. Yeah. I'm going to have to change that as well. I'll tell you, I'll just take it over another 5, maybe. Because obviously we don't want the wing hitting it, do we? That's it. That's better. So that side of the screen, I'm going to put my score chart in. So let's draw a little box. And if I go draw 65.0, let's see where that takes us. It might go off the screen. Yeah, a bit too much. So let's take that back to 60. Perfect. All right, so I'll go 60, and then I'm going to go draw 0, minus 175 to bring the line back down, and then draw minus 60, 0. And now we've got a little box on the side of our screen. There we go. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the word score in that box. So when we collect one of these, boom, we get a score. And if we hit it with a wing, boom. I'm going to put an extra counter in. So I'm going to have two more counters in. So when we get a seed, it'll say let seed equals seed plus 1, and that will be our achievement score. And if we hit a wing, I'm going to have, say for instance, let M for miss equal M plus 1, so it knows we've missed. And when that gets to 10, let LV, which is your life, let life equal life minus 1. Set the lives to 3 perhaps. So after 3, game over. You've hit too many seeds. But like I said, what I want to do is when we scroll off the side of the screen there, I want it to come back on the right hand side, and I want to have a moving, I want the bottom of the screen, I want like peaks of mountains moving. All right. And I'm not going to do that with screen string slicing. I'm basically just going to reprint the screen every time, like we did in Attic Attack. Similar to that, similar sort of thing. That's the plan. What time are we on? Because I didn't want to stay on too late tonight. It's 18 minutes past 9. So I'll probably stay on to about 11 o'clock tonight. So I should be able to get quite a lot done. Now, I don't want all of that screen blue. I want our box. I want that box to be in black, yeah? So what I think I'll do is like Frank taught me. You know, when we were doing the Attic Attack game, he taught me a bit of code to use to just fill in part of the screen. And I love that. I think it's brilliant because it just opens up so much more scope, yeah? So I'm going to do the same. And that could go back to black. You'll see what I'm going to do now. Okay, so if I run that at the moment, it's all black, yeah? It's not going to be all black because I'm going to cleverly I'm going to try something. I'm going to try it. I'm just trying to remember how to do it. Just got to try and remember how to do it. List 100. So what have we got there? Let's bring it down to. I'm going to bring it down to 175. It's a nice number. 175. I'm going to put 4C equal. So that's after me return. I want to keep a bit of space in there. Yeah, 175 would do fine. I'm using a C variable, C again for my 4 next loops. I'm keeping them all the same. And I'm going to use the same sort of method like we did in the Attic Attack game, yeah? So this is the piece of code for that. I'm hoping from memory I am typing this in right. So I'm going to need a tab. It was either 23 or 22. I'm going to go 22. And then we do space like that. And then we do next C. Yeah. 175. Now obviously I'm going to have to go sub to that now. So if I just put 180, just make sure there isn't a 180. I'm just going to put a return there. All right. And I'm just going to stick in, I know it's another go sub, but I will go back to this eventually, and a lot of these go subs will go as the game progresses. As I create the game, I will go back, I will remove stuff. I won't have so many go subs. It's all a process of making the game as I'm going. So if I run that now, there. So I've got my black box, but obviously what's happening is it's printing before everything else. So it's printing over. Oh, what am I doing? 4. So basically I've put it in the wrong place. So that's what I've done. I've put it in the wrong place. And I'm just reading. Just had a text message from the missus a minute. I'm just trying to see what she wants. Okay, yeah. All right. Right, where was I? Sorry, I got distracted then. So yeah, it's printing before that, so it's basically deleting. So that there, line 100 needs to be moved. Put that to 25. Like I said, I will tidy this up because obviously we're still in early stages of making the game. Now those stars, there we go. And there we go. See, we've now got the black box where I'm going to put the score. Yeah. Cool. Now, if I go ink 4, I'm going to... The black box was in line 100. If I go list again, sorry. Paper color. Let's turn that to green. So the box goes green. Like that. But as you can see, we're not quite right with the box. So we need to get the box right. Yeah. So all I need to do there is I'm going to put border black as well. I think that might look better actually. That's what I'm after. Continue. But I need my, what I want to do to make it look tidy, I want my bird to stop there. Yeah? I don't want it to stop there. Oh, in actual fact, that might look all right. Okay, so list 175. So it's just a case of moving that 22 to 23. Run. There we go. So as you can see, we have now got a little score box ready for me to put the word score in there. And it's running at a nice speed, obviously, because we've got nothing else moving. And that is one of the beauties with BASIC. If you've got nothing else moving on the screen, apart from your main character, you can make quite a decent looking game, you know, and not worry about speed. I mean, look at that bird. He's moving quite nice. Yeah. So, I'm glad you like it. Yeah, it is looking fine, isn't it? This is going pretty well. Considering I'm just making this up as I'm going. But like I say, what I really want to do, I'm not going to worry about putting the score in and all that at the moment, because what I want to do, that's easy. That's the easy stuff. I want to make the screen move. I really want the bottom of the screen to move, so it looks like we're moving from room to room, if you know. All right. I've got this vision as we've got to start here, and eventually we collect something, you know. Maybe we've got like to collect. I'm thinking at the start screen, say here, eventually, probably not in this stream, maybe the next one, I'll draw a tree with a nest in, yeah, with his chicks in, and then he's got to get through all of this. You can score extra points like a Pac-Man game, but if your wings hit them, obviously you're in danger. We've got to get to screen, I don't know, number 10, pick up a worm and take the worm back to the nest. Again, with avoiding the obstacles as we fly back with the worm to feed our baby chicks. We've got 3 chicks, we've got to do it 3 times. Something like that. That's what I'm thinking. I think, yeah. See the cogs are going in the brain. Just making it up as I'm going. Or an egg, yeah. Whatever. Like I say, just making it up as I'm going. So, if I want the screen to scroll, well, that's fairly simple to do, isn't it? We did it in the Attic Attack game, so I should be able to do it here all right. Okay. So, we're going to need a counter. I'm going to need a counter. So let's put in the variables list. There's our variables there, look at 200. List 200, let's bring that up. 200. So we got M, I've got an M there. That's M for miss. So I've got the miss. So that's, I'm going to use that M for when I miss, when our wings hit the seeds. We'll use the M counter. We've got LV, look for lives. I'd already put this in, and we got score, which we've already used. So now I'm going to put let NX equal 0. So I'm going to use NX as my counter for the screen. So next X, because I'm using the X variable to do the trigger, so I'm going to call it NX, and then I know, I'm going to write that down actually, NX equals next screen, all right? And it will count them. And when I go the other way, it will minus them, and it will go back to 0, if you see what I mean. So I'm using a counter to change the screen. That is what I'm thinking up here. Now I've just got to put it to practice. So list. Let's go back to the gaming loop. See if I can get. I want to try it at least tonight before I sign off, to get that bottom half of the screen moving so it looks like little mountains. I'm just going to do something simple. I'm not going to spend ages drawing it. Whatever I do, I think it'll look all right. So for the X, let's go 80. If X equals 19, then let our NX equal NX plus 1, yeah? And then I'm going to put let X equal 2. X being our bird, so it's going to place, so if we hit the X coordinate equals 19, it will then throw the bird over to number 2. It over, you know, to the other side of the screen. And then I'm going to go sub to 175. Remember, that's where our Scion, like the Attic Attack game, clears the screen. And obviously we've got to reprint our seeds again. Okay, and the seeds were at, if we look above there, 105. So go sub 105. All right. So let's try that, and then it will be the reverse process for going the other way. So now if I go that way, there we go. So it now looks like I'm flying, because it changes every time. Pretty cool, huh? So I'm going to a different screen. Like I say, we're going to be flying through this to try and get to the next, to wherever our destination is. We can score extra points on the way if we want. Maybe we could have an energy bar. You know, a bit like the wine glass we had, the wine bottle like in Attic Attack. So our energy's starting to drop because we're flying. And to recharge it, maybe we got to eat a couple of seeds or something, you know, to keep it charged up. But obviously be careful not to strike them with your wings as you're going to get the worm. All right. So let's do, obviously we need to do the reverse process now. So the reason why I did 19 to 2, I'm allowing for the wings. The hot choc is very nice, really well needed after the rain today. Ronald's on the hot chocolate by the sounds of it. Good. So I do like a nice hot chocolate. Do you have it with all the marshmallows in and stuff? And the cream and all that good stuff. Well, it's not good stuff. It's bad for you, isn't it? But who cares, eh? It's Christmas. So let's go 85. I'm going to pull that one down. I'm just going to change it to 85. And I'm going to go if... So, because of the wing, yeah, we can get away with 1 there. That's the body, remember? So if the body equals 1, just like the top, if the body equals 19, because the wing will be at 20, you see? And we want to minus this, because we're going the other way. And then I want the X, and that will be, we want that to be 18, because otherwise if we land on 19, it's going to read line 80 and think, oh, we're at 19 again, and it just bub, 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 like that. So we need to take it past, so be 18. Okay, so then we go sub, yeah, go subs would be the same. So now it should go in both directions. So let's try it. So we're going that way, flying through, and we fly back. There we go. Cool, eh? Yeah, that's pretty smart. I like that. So like I say, I want something down the bottom now of the screen, like some mountain tops or whatever, to make it actually look like we are moving and we're not just jumping from screen to screen. Oh, you had the full Monty, yeah. Yeah, I do like a hot chocolate. Yeah, we can insert a beep when screen changes. Yeah, I will do. Yeah, we could have a little beep there, couldn't we? I'll do that now for you. We'll put a little beep in there. Little beep like that. Let's see what that sounds like. So that's going in the minus. There you go. Just a little click. Yeah, and I'll do the same for the other side. Yeah, I want to do a bottom drop as well. So we'll do a little click for that. Like that. No, yeah, you could put the seeds in the same order, I guess, but I kind of like them random. Because it's unexpected, isn't it? I suppose it's personal preference. If you want to, we could put this. If I put them in the same place, it means I've got to do a different print for each screen, which means more code in my. Whereas if they're random, it's just the one line. It doesn't really matter where they go. So yeah, when we get a good point there, do you want to make sure? No, yeah, -1. Yeah, so just read about so if nx equals 0, we don't want it to go to -1. So yeah, I need to tell that in the program that if it equals 0, it's got to remain at 0, isn't it? We don't want it to. It stops. So what I'll probably do. If nx equals 0, then that's the end screen. You can't go any further if you like. That will be where the tree is. So yeah, when we meet 0, I'll get to that bit because obviously I need it to stop at some point as well. So say it stops at 10, and it stops at 0, so it won't go any further. So yeah, I've got to add a stop and a start position in, a start and a stop. Sorry. Yeah, good point. So anyway, in fact, that's probably yeah, we'll have to do that definitely. So are you adding a timer? I haven't really thought about it yet. I might do. I suppose we could have a timer, can you? You've got a certain amount of time. So, like I say, I'm making this up as I'm going. So, yeah. Right, okay. Yeah, I'm just thinking about what you've just said. So I'm going to put 90. I'm just trying to think where I can put it. Where are we? I'll put it 86. 86. If x equals 1, then let... Oh, 0, sorry. Not x. It would be if nx equals 0, then let nx equal nx, do you think? Now, what have I done there? Need to make it stop. You got me thinking now. Because like you say, it's just going to keep on going to -1. Then x equals 0. In fact, if I put -1, then stop. Just let's see if it works. There we go. So I can get it to stop. I want to put let x equal ox. Then if x equals 1, then let x equal x plus 1. No, that needs to go. Yeah, we don't know what nx is equaling, do I? 0. So that's probably going to have to be above there because it's reading that line before it's reading that line. So 84. 84. Then that one can go. No, that one can't go. Where am I? That one, 86. Then x equals 0. Then if x equals 1, then let x equal 1 plus 1. Yeah, that's it. Hopefully should do it now. Yeah, there you go. And I don't know where I'm going to go to yet. I don't know what number to stop at. So we can only go so far, look. So let's just see. Keep on going. Keep on going back. So the counter's now counting down. There, I've reached the end. Can't go any further. Right, so that's that sorted. Well, good shout on that one. I didn't think of that. Right, okay. Anyway, 175. List 175. Now that's where my screen clears. Now, obviously, I want, like I said, I want the I want some mountains at the bottom. So I'm going to go. What does she want then? Excuse me a minute. Ah, message from Alan. I think find 3 worms, put them in a cup, then put cup in, dump waiter, and send them to the boss. All right, okay. Right, so yeah, I want to put some mountains in there. So if nx, I'm using my counter again, I'm going to go for odd and even numbers to change the screen. I'm not going to use like a dim array because I'm only going to cause like I just want to make some sort of movement down the bottom. I'm not going to do a dim array with all different movements. At 20, 0, and it will be paper 5. And then what I'm thinking, if our bird comes too far down, boom, you lose a life. Sorry about the boom. I'm thinking snow tops for the mountains, so maybe white. And I'm just going to use these for now. This might take a while because I've got to keep going. Probably going to end up with an inverted screen again. Ah! Something like that for now. Just want to see what that does. Did I put a return? Yeah. Just want to see what that does a minute. So there you go. They're at the bottom of the screen, yeah? And I haven't got enough, have I? So I need at least 3 more. Let's put some more in. Like so. Oh, one too many. I don't want to take the front one away because I want that pattern. Because when I do the next line, it's going to be the opposite. There we go. So now if I put 177, if I change that to more or less, so this is doing your odd and even numbers. So I want to change that, delete that, and then put at the bottom of that one, it go in that way. Yeah. So hopefully now when I start to move through the screen, is it doing it? Yes. See the bottom of the screen? I know I've done it in white, but I haven't finished yet because I've got another idea. I'm going to put some more stuff in this to make it look, because that's the snow for me tops of me mountains, yeah. So I'm going to go plot 0, 20, draw. Let's go make it easy for ourselves. So 0, 20, draw. That'd be minus 20 to come down because I'm starting at plot 0, 20. And draw 20, 20, draw 20, minus 20. You could probably do all this in a loop actually, but I can't. I'm too tired to work that out. 20 minus 20, and then draw 20 by minus 20. Now that should remain the same color. If I always think that magenta looks quite nice on cyan, so I'm going to put my ink 3 there. Let's see what they look like. So there we go. There's the start of my mountains. Be out of range. So something's wrong there. Look already. My drawings are. My plot or something's wrong. So I did plot 20. 176, so 0, plot 0, 20, 20 minus 20. I got two minus 20s there, look. That's why. That's why. So that should have been a 20. And then if I put draw 20 minus 20, draw 20, 20. And draw. Say later on, I'm just reading the comments there. Yeah, I mean, I might change it to user-defined graphics. I like to put stuff in. I like to put stuff in as a trial. Now I need to put a return on the end of that because it doesn't need to read any further. I want it to return quickly. I don't know whether I've put enough draw lines in there. So I've only done one way at the moment. Oh, that looks quite nice as well, actually. So there, it's doing it. It's bringing it back. But as you can see, probably need to move that over a bit. Probably make them a bit longer, perhaps. Yeah, I was just saying use 4next for the draw, but I can't be asked to work it out, Will. Or ever said that. I will change it all to a 4next. I just want to see what looks good first. But yeah, like I say, this could all probably be in a bit of a 4next. And I just need to work that bit of the code out. But for now, I just want to get something up on the screen so I've got a feel of what it's going to look like. Do you know what I mean? It's going to make them a bit bigger. Let's see what that looks like now. Need to bring it up a bit. Got to change that plot position as well. Would the 4next be slower? I don't know. There we go. So look, I've got that last one needs to... That last dimension needs to be shortened. This is where I might struggle now, trying to get the angles right with shortening it down. I think my screen's actually bigger than I wanted it to be. I need to sort that out. I've got to do the same with the other one yet. Should look pretty cool though. Once I get these lines sorted out, once I get one line sorted out, then I can do the other one. In fact, I could have done it with the start, couldn't I, rather than going all the way to the end here. Maybe that should be 20. It's gone a bit jaggedy in it. I'm just going to delete that for now. That last one, I've just seen someone put 2020, so let's try 2020. Yeah. All right. Still a little bit long. Still a little bit long, isn't it? How many pixels is it? It looks like it's 3 pixels too long. So if I put that at 1818. Hello there. Somebody just said hello. So let's change that to 18 and see what that looks like. It looks, from what I could see there, it looks like it's about 3 pixels too long. So if I put 1818, hopefully, fingers crossed, we're now in the right place. Oh, still too long. 2 pixels now. It's all okay when it's going right, but when it starts, this might not make any difference at all. 16, if I go 16, 16. If this ain't right, I'm just going to carry on with the next one, and I'll go back to it later and mess. Oh, that'd do. Perfect. Yeah. So, perfect. So, what I want to do now is go to 177. I got to do the same there. But instead of plot 020 or 025, sorry, I'm just going to put plot. I'm going to put plot 00 and 176. Where did I start from? 176 started with. It started with 25 and minus, didn't it? So if I go 25 stroke 25, help if you put the word draw in there first. 25 25 17 18 there. The chat's not coming up on the screen. Oh yes, it is. Yeah, it is. And then draw 25 minus 25. Draw 20. 28 people watching. Wow, thank you very much for tuning in tonight. If you've just joined the stream, I'm just doing a spontaneous program, just making stuff up as I go. I wanted to do some animation tonight. Animate a little bird flying around and you get to control it, which I've done, and now I've decided, do you know what, I like that. I'm gonna try and make some sort of game. So we've got him collecting seeds, and then eventually the game, well, we'll just make it up and see where it goes. I don't know where that's going to stop on the screen. 177. There's probably a bit too many in there. Let's have a look. So now when I go the other way, yeah. So we've got a nice change there. But this is how I do all my games. I never write down what I'm going to do. I don't have any forward plan. It just happens. I just sit at the computer and at the Spectrum, and I basically just. It is 177, isn't it? I don't know why I've got return at 180. Yeah, I just sit down and whatever comes to fore, I try and create it. I think probably a lot of people do the same, to be fair, unless you. I mean, how do you lot make your games? Do you just think of something and like I'm doing and just get on with it, or do you write it down, or do you do a bit of forward planning before you start? There, so that last one needs to be smaller again. So it was 1818, so I wonder whether it'll be the same for this one. I am using, Kev, I am using the Spectrum from Retro Games Limited. So an emulator in a box, as some people call it, but it's the rubber keyed version. It looks exactly like the old original, but there we go. Oh no, I haven't scrolled across yet, have we? So yeah, we're all but there. 16 maybe. 2 pixels too many. So yeah, I do all my program on the Retro Spectrum. Animated out. The game I have made were based. Oh, it's gone. Didn't get to read that. The games I have made. Hang on. The games I have made were based on modern game ideas, like Snake Mobile game, for example, that I have done in BASIC. Cool. By the way, if you want to send me any of your stuff to have a look at, there is my email address. Feel free to email me. And because I do streams where I will just feature the viewers' games. Frank has sent me some, but I want to get a few more together so I can showcase a few of them, like, you know. So if you've got anything in BASIC that you've made, or it doesn't have to be BASIC, it could be machine code. So there you go. Look, we've got some mountains. All right, I know me snow's not quite right, but we can address that at some other point. We can see what I've done now. We can scroll. It looks like we're moving around. So, okay, if you go into the next room, like somebody pointed out, they're all in a different place again, but I don't think that really matters. Otherwise, I'd have to do a lot of code to replace them. And each screen would be a bit of a mystery, I think, when you go to it. So we go and collect the coin. If we hit one with our wing... In fact, I might put that box back in green, just to break it away from the mountains. Where was me box? There's me box there, look. So let's put that back to ink 4. There we go. It's actually looking quite nice, isn't it? It's actually not looking too bad. In fact, we probably don't need those bits that I was going to use as snow. We could probably take them out. I don't know. But at least it looks like we're moving. Oh, what's happened there? Seem to have had more turn up on the screen. Oh, of course, you know why it's doing that, don't you? I've still got the, if you collect 8, then it prints more up. So I need to take that out. So that was in list. That was on the SC. Where did I put that? There you go, 65, look. If score equals 8, then it goes subs and prints more up. So that can go now. We don't need that. We don't need that now. Let's get rid of that. So yeah, I need to put in some sort of prevention there, some sort of collision detection, so when we hit whatever that is at the mountains at the bottom, we also have a problem, like, you know. I'm gonna put the score in everything. I'll put the score in the box then. I'll put that in now because it's 10 o'clock, and by the time I've done that, I reckon we won't be far off end of play, you know, end of time. So let's just sort. Let's sort that the score and all that out now. I'm quite pleased with how this has gone tonight. It's gone quite well. Anyway, list 170. I'm just trying to think where I can squeeze stuff in. So 170, we ain't got nothing at 170. I got 160 actually. Give myself plenty of room. So print at 1. I don't know. Where do you think that is? So we go 23, or was it? No, 20. It won't be 23, will it? Probably won't be 24 either, because 23 was on our where we clear the screen. So it'd be 23, 24. I reckon 25. I don't know what to call the game at the moment, so I'm just gonna put something in there just as a title for the game. I'm just gonna call it Birdie. All right, I'm just gonna call it Birdie. Paper black, and I'm gonna go ink 4 at 4 25 25. Would it be? Yeah, be the same as that. 20. I'm gonna put I'm not gonna put or at all. I'm gonna put at at 4 25. Eaten. So I've eaten. Tells me how many. I don't know what to put in here for a moment. I'm just going to put anything in so we've got something. Oh, come on. At 6:24. I'm going to have to put another variable in here for when the body eats the seed. Because at the moment I'm using SC, which was going to be my score, but I'm also using it as a... In fact, no, I could use it as SC. I'll just go back and change it. At 10:24. I'm going to put missed. So when our wings hit it, we've got a counter there. It's telling us how many we've missed. And I'm going to at 12:24, so I'll print it underneath the message to let us know how many we've missed, and that was my M. I've already got an M variable, so I'll use that. I'll put a space there as well so it doesn't do I need a space there? No, I don't need a space there because it's not going to be counting down. At 17:25. I'll put that one at 24. It should have been 25. 24. I think it's going to hit the line because my tab was at 23, so these are going to have to be 25. But I'm just hoping. In fact, I'm just going to shut that off a minute and just check that it prints where I want it to print before I go any further. It hasn't printed anything because I haven't told it to go there, have I? 160. List 100. I haven't told it to go there, have I? So 160. So I'm going to have to do a go sub to 160 somewhere. So let's just put it. So I've got a lot of go subs going on there. So I've got to clear this up. Got to clean this up a bit. And I will do as the game goes forward. But as you can see, I've got a lot of go subs. So that needs to be altered eventually. Yeah. Oh, maybe it was. Oh, that's not too bad. Missed one. Why is that there? List 160. That's because I didn't put an at. I missed the word. My famous or my infamous mistake I always do. Forget the at. And then at 17:25, what do I want to put there? 17:25. Oh, that'd be my lives, wouldn't it? So if I put birds, Put it in small print. No, I won't put it in big print. Birds. So this is how many lives you've got left. And then if we put it at 1925, and I've already got an LV, so I'll put LV in there. There. So as you can see, we've now got a little score chart going on. So all I've got to do now is send the information to the score chart. Yeah, right. Okay, stop playing it and get on with it. Bird should be one row higher. Bird should be one row higher. On the score chart, yeah? Personally, I find the name Birdie much more charming. However, I think the other name may be understandable. Well, what was the other name that Ron did then? I didn't see it. Let me scroll. Munchin Maggie? Starving Starling? Birdie is a good name. Nice. You're all coming up with lots of ideas there. World of Spectrum are in the house. Welcome. Animated Al, you are a programming machine. Thank you. Right, okay. 27 people watching. I like these. I like that. These figures going up every week. It's it makes it worth me being on here doing it, you know. If we didn't have anyone watching, it'd be a waste of time, wouldn't it? So that needs to go up one. Was it Ron that said bring it up one? 6. We scroll that down again. Was it Ron that said? Another good name for the game could be Mr. Wiggy Niggy, Wiggy Diggy, Hungry Hawk. You got all these different names, yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. What I shall do is what was that? It was 17, 18, 19. So I'm leaving a big space. 16, 18. Maybe I'll put a post up on my YouTube community channel. So next, how's that? That's better, isn't it? So next time we're on this, I can put a vote up. Choose your name. Choose the name for the bird. Because I'm quite enjoying this. So I reckon this could be the next game we continue with. Yeah, so like I said, I need to send the information to the score chart now. So I know it's at line 160. I'm going to write that down. Line 160 is where our score is. So, or like I could just put go sub 160 and it'll just fill that out for me now. So I need to put a return at the end of it, perhaps. Yeah, I need to put a. I'll tell you what. I'll put 165 return. Yeah. There we go. But like I say, at the beginning, as you can see, I've got a mounting of Go subs starting to happen. So eventually I'll go through the listing and think, right, that doesn't need to Go sub. I can add that into the same as that. Maybe the variables could probably sit in the same area as where my graphics are, if you like, you know? So that gets rid of the Go sub. I can move stuff around, renumber it and do all sorts. That's what I tend to do with games. I just chuck it up on the screen and then get it working, and then I start to move stuff around to try and speed the game up, to clear the code up a bit. But to me, I'm not liking. I've got all these Go subs seem to be getting longer and longer as the game goes on. But the joys of programming. So let's sort the score out. I want to sort the score out. I want to sort the collision out with the mountains. I know I said I didn't like that. I don't know. I quite like those other bits on the mountains, you know. I kind of like that. I might keep it in. But maybe change them to a user-defined graphic, like a cloud shape, maybe clouds or something like that above the mountain tops, you know? But I'm really happy with the animation of the bird. It does look really smooth. I'm really chuffed with that. I might even put it on the in command for the movement. Anyway, enough yapping. Let's get on with some programming. Willie the bird. Is this running at 1 megahertz clock speed? 3.5. Yeah, I agree. It splits up the color a bit. Right, okay. So, first of all, I want to sort the score out. So, if we go to our ATTRs, where we got line 43. So this one here, this is our body, yeah? So this, I will put go sub 160. So let's just see if it works. So watch where it says eaten. There we go. So it's now the next one, I need to change that. The next one was when we miss. So our wing is positioned at YX and then at YX plus 2. When that equals 42, I don't want it to let score equals score. I'm going to let it M equal M for missed seeds, yeah? So now when I run it and my wing hits a seed, it doesn't work. Did I forget to put the M in? Did I forget to put the M in? Maybe I did. Maybe I did. Let me have a look. List 160. No, it's there. Why it hasn't done it? Why hasn't it done it? 10. The M is there. 12. Should have done it. Score worked. So we got 10, 11, 12. Did it do it? I didn't think it did it? Oh, what happened then? It is doing it, but it's not. Hang on a minute, hang on. Did I put go sub? I didn't tell it to go sub, did I? I didn't tell it to go there. That's why it didn't do it, because I didn't put the go sub there, look. You plank. Go sub 160. Now it'll do it. There we go. So I've missed the seed, look. So what I want to do, when that mist gets up to 10, we lose a life. So we can't go any further that way, look, because we've stopped that. As our friend said in the chat earlier, we need to put a stop in, otherwise it's going to go minus. So we can't go any further. So if we miss 10 seeds, that'd be, I might change that to like an energy counter eventually, so it won't be a number. It'd be like I did in the Attic Attack game. I'll have like a draw line there or something, and it suddenly drops down. But for now, I'm just going to use a number. So imagine that 5 as like an energy bar, and we won't use the word mist. We'll probably use the word energy or something. But for now, it's just so I've got something up on the screen. So, I need to sort out if we hit the mountains. If we hit the mountains, we lose a life, yeah? So that's what I'm going to do now. So let me just run it a minute. I'm not going to use ATTR for this because if it gets to the bottom of the screen, so where are we there? If I go print Y, 17. So if Y equals 18, that will be on the peak of that mountain there. Oh, maybe I should use. I don't know whether the collision detection will work very well because of the screen change. It might mess the ATTR up. I mean, mountains, because I don't really want it to be a collision detection in between. Otherwise, it's going to go wrong there, isn't it? Let's try an ATTR. I'm a little bit on the fence, so whether that will actually work. So let's put 47 if ATTR, and then it will be Y, and remember it's plus to go down. So if Y plus 1, and I'm going to use the body as the detection, so that'll be X plus 1 equals, so it's 40, so it's 5 times 8, so you times your paper colour by 8, so that's 5 times 8 is 40, and then magenta is 3, so it'll be 43. Let's just see. I'm just going to put a stop there and see what happens. Yeah, see, this is the problem. As it's clearing the screen, I'm going to have to move that ink 3. That ink 3 is going to have to move because what's happening is it's going to have to move it. If I can find it, I'll explain why. Where is it? Because we're outside of the print area. I need to move that ink 3 so it's not, and put the ink 3 inside. Now this might cause us an issue. This may not work. This may not work. So I'll try it. I'll try it, but I've got a feeling this ain't going to work. Probably going to have to return it afterwards. So if I don't return it afterwards, it's going to mess the ATTR counter up. Me attribute. Or do we have collision with the mountains? Like someone's just said, they're in the background. I'm just thinking to add a little bit more of an obstacle into the game, like, you know. So I'm just thinking I'm going to have to return the ink color back so we don't get any confliction. There, well, it worked, but it's too far down. So list 160, me plus 1 probably didn't need it, to be honest. Where is it? List 100. 25 people watching. Welcome to the stream. Thank you everyone for joining in tonight. It's much appreciated. Please remember to hit the like button for me. Hit the like button, and if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing if you like what you see. It's free. You don't have to pay me anything. I don't want anything. I do this for fun. It's my hobby. I just like to share what I've learnt. And imagine I'm back in the 80s as a kid, because I couldn't do it back then. I can now, with all the resources that are available to us with the internet and that. It's quicker to learn. What was I doing? I've forgotten what I'm doing now. What was I doing? I'm finding as I'm getting older, you know, when you walk into a room to get something, then you walk in there and you think, why am I in here for? And you think to yourself, well, why are you asking yourself? Because you don't know. So, what the hell was I doing? Oh, the ATTR. That's it. Right, list 10. Where did I put it? It's wherever it's 47. List 47. So I probably didn't need that +1. Boom. Yes, it worked. Let's try again. See, if I had to, if you don't return the color back, it would have just kept crashing, I reckon. Yeah, it's working. So let's try between a mounting and see what happens. Will it let me go further down? Yes, exactly how I wanted it. Brilliant. So, okay. So print, then print at, so it's going to be OY, I reckon, the O position. Print it at the O position, and it'll be +1, because I just want the body to, I'm going to put a paper, just for now, just for a bit of fun, and ink 2, and I can always up it to a user-defined graphic later. I'm just going to do like a little explosion, and then I'm going to put 4C equal 40 to 10 step -1 beep 0.002 40 minus C, and next not continue, it'll be next C, and then print at OY OX. I want to delete it afterwards. Paper 5. Boom, like that. Yeah. And then I'm going to put let. I might have to do that as 3 spaces actually, because obviously it's it's going to have to be +1 for its body. I might have to do 3 spaces, I don't know yet. And then I need to return it to the top of the screen. So let Y equal 1. Let LV equal LV minus 1. And then go sub to 160. So it updates this score. Yeah. Run. Yeah. Alright, it's deleting a part of the mountain. I'm not too worried about that. Otherwise, I'd have to redraw it all. So as you can see, my birds now are on -1 because I haven't put a I haven't instructed it to stop. So we need to put, if LV equals 0, then it's game over. So let's go. What time are we on? 10:30 nearly. List 85. I'll put it at 86. I'll put 86. If LV equals 0, then go to go to, I don't think I've done a 300 yet, have I? List 300. No, 300 rem, game over, and let's just put 310 print at 10, just 10, game over, and let's make it flash. I put paper 2, ink black, flash 1, game over, and then I'll put 320 for C equal 40 to 10, and I'll just put a beep in there again. 40 to 10. I'll put a C there. Just will climb it down to 10. What we could do is, yeah, I'll leave it like that. I'll see how it sounds. Next C, and I'll put a 4C again equal 1, just so there's a slight pause there. I'm not going to use the pause button. Yeah, 220. I can always extend it if it's not enough. I'm not use the pause button because if you push a key, it's just going to cancel it straight away. And then 330. So it does a little pause, restore. I can't remember whether I did a restore at the beginning, but I'll put one here anyway. I don't think I did. I'll just go to 1. So it just starts the game. So let's see what happens. Oh, it didn't do the beep because I don't think I put the next on, did I? List 300. Oh! What have I done there? It should have done it. 3. Oh, no, that's what I did. I didn't put the step in. Step -1. There we go. So just to finish that off, because print out Y, X, 1, 2, 3. So it deletes the bird. And then all I got to do is me counter for me missed, and then I think that will be enough for tonight then. And we've got the makings of a game now. Oh, I didn't delete him. Oh, there you go. I put it in the wrong place. Anyway, probably should have put it there. Print at Y, X, paper blue, paper Scion, 1, 2, 3. So it deletes him, and then we do that. Put it in the wrong place. Let's try it now. Yes, I need to redraw the mountains. Yeah, correct. There you go. So yeah, we need to redraw the mountains as Ron just said there. So where is it? See if I can do that. Whether it'll let me do it. It should do. It's just a case of going to where are we? 176. I need it just to go to 175. If I go sub 175, it should reprint them. Or 176, sorry. 176. Let me see. Where are we? Where was it? It was the ATTR, wasn't it? I don't know whether it will do it, Ron. But I will try it. 176. Go sub 176. I don't know if it'll work. Well, we shall try. We can only see. Oh. No, it didn't do it. See if that happens now. See if it does it now. Nah, it's not doing it. I didn't think it would. I didn't think it would. Go sub 175. It should have reprinted the screen, and it didn't. Maybe I should have done the 175 first. I'm not going to worry too much about the mountains anyway. I can always return to that later. Where is it? 43. List 47. No, that's not it. That's the... Oh, hang on. That's... I think I'm on the wrong line. That's why. I'm on the wrong line, aren't I? Shouldn't be there. I'm on the wrong line. Should have been on this line. No, it shouldn't have been on that one. This one. That's where it should have been. I was on the wrong line. It would help if I'm on the right. Yeah, World of Spectrum 175 first. Yes, you're right, probably, but it would have helped as well if I was actually on the right line. Let's try it now. So let's just kill him. Let's just aim for the middle. Bang. Now what's happening now is because my clearing bit is in the wrong place. We don't really need it in there now, do we? I don't need to clear him off. That bit can come out because I'm clearing the screen anyway, so I can get rid of this bit. I don't need that in there now because I'm clearing the screen. I don't need to clear him off. It won't work. I don't think it'll work the other way around either, World of Spectrum. But let's try it the other way. I don't think that's going to work either, to be fair. But we'll try it. We never know. No, it's still not doing it. I wonder why it's doing that. Let's have a look at that in a minute. Oh. So let's see. So it's let y equal 1. Let's... Maybe it's a case of moving the let y equal 1 because maybe put that there. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. I'm just trying anything now. I might have to send all of that to a Go sub, you know, to do it. Because it's reading everything in that line. I might have to single it all out to do it properly. Because it's not contacting back with the screen quick enough, so it's just deleting it all the time. Well, hang on a sec. I haven't told it to reset. It's because it's reset NX, I think. 0. Let's try a different screen. Does it reset the NX? I think it does. If it resets the NX, it probably won't print. But it should do, actually. Ignore that. Print NX. Nah, should do. Continue. Something is holding it off. I'm not too sure what at the moment. So I might have to put all this into a Go sub. So it's doing all that. It's when it gets to this bit and it sends it off. So it sends it off to the score. So it goes off to the score chart, fills the score in, comes back, then it should clear the screen, which it is. So I'm not sure why it's doing that at the moment. I'll have to what is 160 doing? List 160. 160 prints, just reprints all the score. So change OY and OX because it's revoking at the start of the loop. Let Y equal 1 before the Go subs. Lots of ideas being thrown at me there, so let's have a look. Someone said it could be the OY and OX. Or is it a case? I think it might be that I've got to let... I think I might know what it is. I think I've got to say let OY equal Y. So that it moves it back with the 1, maybe? Let OY equal Y. So that it reverts back, like was mentioned there. Might have to do the OX as well. I don't know. Yes. Yes, that's what it was. Just needed the OY and the OX. Well done, Manty Dude, is it? Yeah, so, right, okay. So, we've now got the missed counter. So, I'll just put the missed counter in. So, list 86. So, that's LV. If LV equals 0 or M equals 10, then go to 300. Yeah. So let me hit all the missed ones. When they get to 10, that's wrong actually. It shouldn't be game over at all. It should be you lose a life. So I just want to see if this works, but I think I've done that wrong. Should have been you lose a life. We don't want it to be game over. You got 3 birds. Yeah. So we want it to be that game over needs to be shifted over too. That's wrong. if m equals 10, so we want to put 87. Yeah, 87. If m equals 10, then let LV equal LV minus 1. Go sub 160 to update the score. And then we put let m equal 0. Yeah, so it starts again. So the idea is you must not let your wings hit the seed. Oh, I took out a bit of the mountain then. A bit of a issue there with the collision detection, but never mind. I'm going to have little bugs I'm going to have to sort out. There. So that is why I have to put a space 160 next to the M, because otherwise it looks like you've got 20. Or it puts a 0 there else. So I need to just put a space there to prevent that from happening. And list 87 of this. Let's let then 4C equal 40 to 10. Step minus 1. Beep. 0.02. Oh, I don't know. I'll just chuck anything in there. C. And then I go next C. Yeah, that'll do. Let's see what it does. Let's go for a little fly. Let's make sure it all works. Might have to do the random calls a bit different on the seeds as well, because I've noticed if you're at the end of the screen, sometimes you can't get any of them. There we go. Probably need to respawn the bird after it's done that as well, perhaps. So it's not. I mean, you know, for an evening's work, I don't think I've done bad. I mean, I got a lot further in this than I thought I was going to get. I didn't even think I was going to get the bird moving so quickly. I mean, look. I mean, the animation is pretty cool. I like that. That's come out all right, didn't it? Well, I think it did. So, for instance, I mean, what are we on now? It's nearly 11 o'clock. So, I mean, 11 o'clock, I am going to stop. If I put 89, look, if I put if nx equals 7, and then print at 10:10, and let's just put, I don't know, ink1. Let's just put a graphic block. So when we get to room 7, if we get to, so like we're counting the rooms, see, we can go back and forth, fly. Oh, hit my name. So if we get there, look, it stops, we can't go any further, but we can keep going and going and going, you know. We can collect these on the way to get some points. But when we go, when NX next screen gets to 7, we should see a blue box. Whoops. If I don't. we should see a blue box when we get to line 7. There it is. So there you go. So if I go past that, obviously it's just going to disappear. There it is back again. Go back. So do you see what I mean? I can now place whatever I want on the counter. Of course, it's always going to stay there because at the moment I'm asking it to constantly print. But I could have had a go sub, you know, could have had a go if N7 and then add another variable to turn it off later. But that could be our worm or something called the bird table, where we've got to collect the worm, and then we got to fly back. So let's pretend that blue box was the worm. We've then got to fly back all the way back without going through all these obstacles. And then when we eventually get to the end, what I will do eventually is I'll draw maybe a tree with a nest in it with its chicks, and we've got to give the worm to the chicks or something like that. I don't know. There you go. There's the end. Look, can't go any further. So what I'm thinking is I'll draw a tree here with a nest in it, like a branch sticking out around about here somewhere, with a nest in it, with its chicks. And then we've got to fly off. We've got to feed the chicks, avoiding all of these. And we can collect these on the way just to gain some extra points. But for an evening's work, like I just said, I've impressed myself, to be fair. Not being big-headed, but I've done a lot more than I thought I was going to get done. You know, I've near enough made a game in a night, haven't I? You could say this is a finished game now. Just fly around, see how many seeds you can collect without getting your wings hit. But yeah, the animation, I'm really chuffed with that. That looks so cool. Really pleased with that. And it's so smooth as well, really, for basic. So yeah, let's go back to room. There it is. There's the blue box. So yeah, there we go. One thing I haven't done. Will you be doing in for diagonal flying? Yes, I will. On the next stream, I will put that in. But tell me, everyone, what haven't I done, which is most important? I don't think anyone has actually said it in the chat yet. What haven't I done? Which is the most important thing now? What is it? Little quiz for you. What is the most important thing that I have forgotten to do through the whole project from start to finish? What haven't I done? Save. Congratulations. Yes, save. We haven't saved it. I haven't saved it once, which, you know, it's pissing down with rain outside. We could have ended up having a thunderstorm, taking the electrics out. I could have lost everything. So let's call it, like I said, we'll call it birdie. Save. Yeah, everyone's saying save. Absolutely. So I'm going to call it save. But that is one thing that I must get in the habit of doing, because I have lost so many projects before without hitting the save button. So I'm going to save it. What I'm going to do, I'll go on to the Spectrum USB card now. As you can see, it's clear. There's all my other projects, and I'll go be close again, and save birdie. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back. I'm just going to check, because I've had that before as well. I thought it's done it and it hasn't, because the memory card hasn't read or something's happened, you know. So A, B, C, where is it? There it is, birdie. So there it is, all saved. Oh, did Franco say it, did he? Franco does actually remind me quite a lot during these streams to save it. In fact, on the last Attic Attack game, on one of the Attic Attack games, yeah, I forgot to save, and after the stream, I hadn't saved the updated version. I hadn't saved it, and I had to go back through the stream and watch bits of it to figure out what we had done. And it was something like 20 odd lines we had changed. Ah, nightmare. Al, where did you get your copy of Encoder 3 from? I can't find a working one. I think I got it from World of Spectrum, and he's on there tonight. I think I got it from there. If not, yeah, there we go. Encoder 3. It does. If you go to one of my videos where I'm using Encoder 3, there is a link there, and it takes you straight to World of Spectrum. So yeah, that will teach. Yes, it did, and it won't be the first time I've done it. Thought I'd saved it, hadn't. But the good thing about doing these videos, I've got it all in front of me, so I can always refer back to it. So anyway, there we go. We have made tonight a little tiny. See, I can't see what I mean about the random. I can't get to those seeds there. Look. So, and it's doing that. It's clearing the mountain off sometimes. And the reason why it's doing that is because, and I could quickly fix that actually before we go. The reason why it's doing that is because I only asked the body to detect magenta, not the wings. So the wing is touching the mounting, and it's just deleting it because it hasn't been asked to do anything. So list 47. If I put or ATR, I'll quickly put this in. Y X, that's the first wing, equals 43. Or yeah, just making sure I'm on the right screen. Or ATR Y X plus 2, that's the second wing, equals 43. Now it should detect the wings as well. It's I mean, I've got the explosion just on the body. I suppose I could have 3 explosions there, so it blitzed the whole thing. But at the end of the day, it's just a little gimmick to let you know you've hit it. You've been hit. So now the wings should pick it up as well. Probably going to be oversensitive now. So let's try it in that corner again where it happened. There you go. It won't let me do it now. So I've now got full collision detection with the bottom of the screen. And I'll quickly move that game over, and then it will be 11 o'clock once I've done that. 300. Oh, I'm a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to lining stuff up. I don't like it all being in the wrong place. I reckon it needs to be at 8. Yeah, save again. Yeah, I will do. So let's just kill him off. Let's go for a little fly. So as you can see, I've got the mount, you know, what I call mountains. I don't know if I'm going to call them mountains, but they're moving. So it looks like we're actually moving, you know. But what you could do is, as the game progresses, I could have a line of spikes at the top of the screen as well, and they could get narrower and narrower as you go through, like a cave. So you've got to try and keep your bird afloat, if you know what I mean. There we go. That's better. Right, let's save this. Birdie 1, 2, and it should save it under the birdie, which it is. It should save it under that. So be back. And that, for me tonight, guys, is game over, because I am now going to bed. So thank you ever so much again for watching me tonight. I hope you've enjoyed this stream, and I hope you've enjoyed this little game that I've created, and I shall be back live on Sunday, and hopefully I shall have the final result, the final finish of the Attic Attack game, and I want to be able to give it to you all on itch, and you can do what you like with it then. So anyway, thank you for watching. Remember, please hit the like button, and if you're new here, please consider subscribing. Good to see you all. Have a good rest of your week. So cheerio, and I'll see you again. Bye, guys. Has it stopped?